Hello everybody. Today we are going to learn how to cross stitch. So you are going to get one of these little squares. They're going to come blank. Mine has a heart on it, as I was wanting to show you how it'll start looking. These little squares. Now you can make just about anything on here. Think of it as pixel art. I will have lots of different examples for you to be able to trace or choose from. I'm just gonna be doing hearts because I find them easy, but you'll be able to do a lot of other things. When you are making your design, I'm gonna have you use washable markers. This way, if you mess up, you can wash it off with water, but you can still see it clearly. Sharpies you can't wash off, so we're gonna use washable markers. Now, I'm gonna do it on here. My plan is to just do a bunch of different colors going in as the heart, but I'd like some hearts on the outside. So I'm gonna do a little heart right here. Now, it looks a little messy, right? But think of cross-stitching as squares. So your squares are each 4 holes. So my 4 holes are going to be these 4, and these 4. Now, that doesn't look much like a heart, so I'm gonna actually make this bigger. I'm going to make this these 4 right here. Now, you're gonna notice that I'm connecting 2 holes of 2 different squares. You can do that. It'll make it look a little bit more put together. So now, when I do that on both sides, you can notice that that's a heart now. So this helps me figure out which holes I need to go into. You might need to let that dry for a second so you don't get color all over you. I'm going to use yellow as I did for the beginning. I have needles for everybody. Now, these needles are not sharp. Mine is metal, yours will be plastic, but they're not pointy. They shouldn't be, they're not gonna go through your skin, but you should not be poking other people with them. I am giving you these needles in trust that you can handle them. They have a very big eye and they are way less sharp than any of the regular sewing needles, but they're really good for cross stitching. So I'm going to thread my needle. Now, the yarn that we're using is a little thick. It'll go through here just fine, but what you might want to do is twist it together so it's a little thinner. Sometimes people like to lick the end of it. It's not the most sanitary, but it works well. And then you're gonna try to thread this through your needle. Now, I failed on my first one. That's okay. It happens. I'm just trying to get some of it through. And even if I get some of it through, you might notice I can just pull the rest through without undoing the whole thing because I twisted it together. So now I have it through my eye hole. I find it easiest to just leave this be and not tie it at the end. If you are struggling with it coming out of the eye hole, you might want to tie it to the end here, like this. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because it goes through the holes not as well. What you do want to do is tie the other end. This way it's not gonna slip all the way through. So when you are tying something, you're wrapping it around your finger like this, cross the end over and push it underneath and pull it through. You can take it off your finger and pull, okay? This knot should hold it from going through. All right, so now I'm gonna go into my square. So I'm gonna start on any side. I'm gonna start right at the tip up here. I'm starting by going under. You wanna start by going under so that knot isn't showing at the top or in the front. So I'm going to push mine through, pull all the way. Ooh. I take that back. You're gonna have to double knot it in order for it to not go through. So I just did that around my finger. Again, put it around your finger, cross it over like an X, and push it underneath. That one should be good. You don't have to tie at the end, but I find it easier. So again, I'm gonna go through this end one, pull, now it won't go through. So I have my string through this hole. Cross stitching are little X's. You're thinking about them as little X's. So if I start from this corner, I want to go diagonally to this corner. Remember, we're thinking about them as little boxes. So each little box is what I'm working with. So I went from this corner to the diagonal way to this corner. Now I'm gonna take this and go into my top corner up here. I'm not worrying about this other side, I'm worrying about the front. So I pull it through my top corner and I go diagonally again through this other corner. Now you have a little X. To continue here, because I have these connected, I'm actually gonna go over and go into this corner that I've already been in. We have big enough, these holes are big enough, so we can do that, which is nice. Now I'm going to my next box. My next box is this box right here. Again, they are connected by one box, but I'm going diagonally to my next corner. And I'm gonna go up to this upper box and cross over diagonally to the bottom corner. Now I have two X's, right? I'm gonna go all the way down, so I'm gonna go back. All right, now I have my heart down here. But you'll notice that the blue is still around it. I'm gonna go wash this under the water. It is gonna get the yarn wet, but that should be okay, it'll dry. All right, make sure you thoroughly rinse yours. If you don't and you just rinse it super quick, the color is gonna dye your string the color that you use. So this got like dyed blue. You can kind of notice from the knot back here, but it'll fully rinse through. So there's my little heart. You're gonna do this to fill up your whole thing, even the background. So once I'm done with my hearts, I'm gonna go in with a black string and fill in my background.